Have you ever wondered why certain big ideas about improving society seem to stand the test of time while others fade away? Or how different thinkers approached the very same grand challenges of their era? Karl Marx sharply differentiated his approach to socialism from that of the early so-called Utopian Socialists, primarily by rooting his theory in a scientific analysis of history and economics, rather than on moral appeals or ideal societal blueprints. The core distinction lies in method. While figures like Robert Owen, Charles Fourier, and Henry D. Saint-Simon envisioned ideal communities and societies based on ethical principles and rational planning, Marx believed that socialism was not merely a desirable future but an inevitable outcome of historical processes. He argued that societal transformation was driven by the material conditions of production and the class struggles arising from them, a concept he termed historical materialism. This was in stark contrast to the utopians who often appealed to the goodwill of the wealthy or experimented with small, isolated communities, hoping their success would inspire broader adoption. To understand this difference, consider how each approached change. Utopian socialists offered detailed visions of what a perfect society should look like, focusing on cooperation and harmony, and often tried to implement these ideals on a small scale. Marx, on the other hand, focused on analyzing the inherent contradictions within capitalism itself. He sought to reveal the laws of motion that would lead to its downfall and the subsequent emergence of a socialist society, viewing class consciousness and revolutionary action by the proletariat or working class as the essential drivers of change. This emphasis on objective analysis and the role of economic forces is why Marx and his collaborator Friedrich Engels famously labeled their own approach as scientific socialism. They argued that previous forms of socialism were utopian because they lacked this rigorous, empirical, and historical foundation, often proposing solutions that were disconnected from the actual forces shaping society. Marx contended that simply wishing for a better world was insufficient. Understanding the deep structural causes of injustice was paramount. Ultimately, Marx's differentiation provides a powerful framework for understanding not just socialist theory but also broader social change. By focusing on historical and economic analysis rather than abstract ideals, Marx offered a path for examining systemic inequalities and envisioning societal transformation as a logical progression, giving us a robust lens through which to view the dynamics of progress and power.